emotion, the moment a lost dog reunites with its owner after 12 years of love. Hello everyone from Mysterious Pet Owner. Dear friends, in a world full of evil and tension, reunion stories between humans and pets always bring hope and emotion to everyone. Together overcoming challenges, this special relationship is often a source of encouragement and unfading comfort. In emotional moments, lucky dogs and their owners prove the strength of friendship and patience. Despite loss and separation, they found each other, creating memorable memories and showing the most sincere love. The story of dogs found after years of being lost are miraculous reunions between four-legged friends and their owners. Is something that evokes deep emotions in readers' hearts. These reunion moments are not only personal joys but also inspiration and hope for society. And today's video will be the clearest proof of that. Let's explore with Mysterious Pet Owner right now. A dog reunites with his life-saving benefactor after... One day in 2013, Hope for Paws received an emotional phone call, reporting a severely ill stray dog at a landfill, where it endured hunger, thirst, and sickness for months. Eldad Hagar, a rescuer with a compassionate heart and kindness, did not hesitate, driving to the scene immediately with colleagues. He helped but stir people. Millie, a beautiful husky, now became an image of pain and exhaustion, curled up among the trash. Her gray fur and face were covered in dirt, her body thin and lifeless. Millie's malnutrition and illness made everyone feel heartbroken. The first thing Eldad and his team did when approaching Millie was to gently offer her food. They applied no pressure, simply showing love and care. Gradually, Millie began to trust them, opening up and accepting help. Finally, they wrapped her in a warm blanket and took her to the rescue center. Here, Millie received thorough care and treatment for all health issues. And in the following weeks, a miraculous meeting occurred when Millie met Frankie, another small dog who had endured similar misery to Millie. Seemingly from sharing the same tragic fate, Millie and Frankie quickly became close friends, caring for each other like siblings. After fully recovering, Millie was adopted by Miss Tony Bo and taken home. 1 year later, Eldad Hagar returned to visit Millie. Though unable to speak, Millie's expression made Ms. Bo and Eldad feel happy and grateful. Eldad shared, "I believe these dogs feel gratitude and strong emotions towards those who saved them." And Millie is living proof of the special relationship we can build through tireless help and care. A dog reunites with its owner after 4 years of waiting in the same place. Previously, we often heard many stories about dogs' loyalty waiting for their owners for years. But this time, the waiting had a touching and happy ending. After 4 years of waiting, a lost dog in Thailand finally reunited with its owner. Thanks to information spreading through social media, the story tells of Leo, a lost dog who waited for 4 years straight at an intersection in Khon Kaen City, Thailand. It all started when a Facebook user posted a picture of the dog and shared that they often saw it there every day, as if waiting for someone. Initially, this person thought the dog was abandoned, but later realized it looked healthy and began investigating about it. It turned out, the dog spent most of its time wandering around that intersection, where it had gotten lost with its owner and hoped to meet the old person again. Fortunately, a woman named Sao Wanrock, 45 years old, regularly brought food and water for it. Sao Wanrock said when she first met Leo, the dog had skin stripped off due to infection and was skinny to the bone. She took it home to care for, and it gradually regained health. However, one day when she returned home, she discovered Leo had disappeared. She found him back at the accident site and realized he was waiting for his former owner to return. Understanding this, she didn't force him to come home but regularly brought him food and water. The photo of Leo quickly spread on social media, and his former owner recognized him. Mrs. Naum Moisui San, 64 years old, almost had a heart attack when her daughter showed her a picture of a dog that looked very much like On, the beloved dog she had lost during a car trip 4 years ago. She went there and met Leo, but realized he had bonded with Sao Ogwanlak, who had saved and cared for him for the past 4 years. She didn't force him to come home but agreed to let him stay with his new owner, but promised to visit regularly. It can be said that the story of Leo, or Bon Bon, melted the hearts of millions of people and spread widely both domestically and internationally. And of course, I was no exception. The dog waited for its owner for 6 months in minus 30 degrees Celsius weather and ended up truly satisfied. A dog abandoned at a bus station in Siberia, Russia, finally found a new owner after 6 months of waiting hopelessly for its former owner. Even in harsh weather, with temperatures dropping to minus 30 degrees Celsius, the dog still showed loyalty by chasing gray cars. As a sign of searching for its owner, a local car owner. This must be a very loyal dog. I think its owner has a gray car. It is known that the dog was abandoned in the summer when Siberia was still warm. Although villagers tried to take it home, they were unsuccessful. Instead, they decided to bring food to the station daily for its survival. When winter came, volunteers even placed a kettle to protect it from the cold. However, recently, the sharp temperature drop caused food to freeze before it could eat, making its situation more dangerous. The dog's story quickly attracted attention when published in the local newspaper. Afterwards, an animal rescue team came to the Siberian station to rescue it. T trusts strangers and wouldn't. But after many attempts, the rescue team finally covered it with a blanket and put it in the car. From then on, the dog was cared for, kept warm, and gradually became friendly. Currently, it is being fostered by Irina, a volunteer, at home with another dog and 2 cats. The dog is recovering and seems happy in its new home, where it is loved and cared for. It can be seen that, despite being abandoned in harsh weather, the dog maintained strong faith in life. And finally, we had a fortunate ending, right? Pet dog reunited with owner after 12 years. On February 20th, BBC reported on the miraculous adventure of rescue worker Randall Levin, who received a call about an abandoned dog in a vacant lot in the suburbs of Stockton, California in the middle of last month. The caller said the dog appeared weak, and the search began. After scanning the tracking chip on the dog, rescue workers discovered its name was Zoe and it had been missing since 2010. Zoe's missing period was so long that the tracking chip management company had listed it as deceased since 2015. But anyway, Zoe was finally reunited with her former owner after being lost for 12 years in California. Rescue worker Levin shared that Zoe's owner was shocked to hear the news but also extremely happy. S owner shared. Mi Chen recounted that she adopted Zoe when it was 16 months old and cared for it for about half a year. She lost her pet after taking Zoe to a store once and never found it again. Notably, Zoe was found about 100 kilometers from the old house in Lafayette. Mi Chen said, with indescribable joy, that she will now spend time caring for Zoe to ensure it lives healthily and happily for the rest of its life. This is probably the most touching and fortunate reunion between a dog and its owner. Don't you all agree? The dog was reunited with its owner thanks to the kindness of a stranger. Early one morning in late October, Mr. Sucre, an employee of a company in Nantong Town, Jiangsu, received a special message informing that there is a golden-haired dog with an injured leg lying in front of the company gate. Without hesitation, Mr. Sucre and the security guard, who is also a pet lover, quickly rushed to help. The dog at the gate looked very weak, with a small wound on its paw and blood on its toes. Looking at its sad but gentle eyes, Mr. Sucre guessed that this animal probably hadn't been wandering for long. Not wanting to keep the dog waiting outside for long, the group of workers decided to help to find its owner. They posted the information on social media and shared it widely. After work, the security guard took the dog home to care for it temporarily. After just one day, the dog's owner appeared. It turns out that the dog named Bin and is just over a year old and lives with its owner in Taiwan. The story of Bin and doesn't end there, everyone. 4 months ago, the owner's family had been and built a new house. But because they were busy, they sent the dog to a close friend, whom they trusted would take good care of it. However, it left the new house and wandered far away. The owner of it almost didn't recognize the dog because it had become so thin after being away from home. But when I saw his photo on social media, they immediately realized and brought the relevant documents to pick it up. In their hearts, they knew a dog as intelligent and loyal as it. They could not let it live away from them anymore, and they promised to take very good care of the dog, with all their love and attention. The previous owner also sent special thanks to those who loved, cared for, and helped reunite it with his family. That is truly a story of unity and compassion. In the lives of humans and pets, we overcome all difficulties together. The story of Gorky, Beziziani, and his pet dog Joker is a testament to the loyalty and unconditional affection between humans and their pets. When Joker disappeared in 2015, Jockey searched relentlessly, putting up flyers all over Tbilisi. Hope to find your loyal companion. 3 long years, but Jockey's persistence finally paid off. The reunion between Joker and Jockey is not just a reunion of 2 friends, but also the emotional moment when Joker sees his owner. Its expression of joy and happiness was so overwhelming that it brought tears to the viewer's eyes. Joker's loving gestures, such as wagging his tail and jumping up to hug Jockey, it shows the joy and anticipation in the dog's heart. As condition, both of them couldn't. Goki's question reflects his concern and unconditional love for his longtime friend. After the reunion, Goki took Joker home. Although the details of Joker's life over the past 3 years are unclear, the presence of the yellow card around Joker's neck and the possibility that it was cared for by an animal organization raised many questions and hopes. It can be said that the reunion between Goki and Joker has not only attracted attention on social media, but also evokes deep emotions in the hearts of animal lovers. That is a clear demonstration of the dog's loyalty and unconditional love for its owner. Stories about dogs getting lost and finding their way home. It's not just a story about the strength and miracles of dogs, but also a testament to the power of emotions and community solidarity. Last year, the dog Wander and his owner Ket Olsen went through a challenging adventure. When Wander accidentally goes missing after slipping off the leash and running away, ceaselessly searching and striving to find Wander. He even printed photos and created a Facebook page to share information with everyone. Luck smiled when after a year, Wander was finally found. A local man spotted Wander on security cameras and alerted the rescue team. After a difficult search, they successfully lured Wander into a cage with food and returned the dog to its owner. Wander had a tough time living in the forest and avoiding humans. However, when meeting Ket again, the image of Wander jumping joyfully and wagging his tail showed extreme happiness at being reunited with its beloved owner. Ket Olsen was delighted to see that Wander was still a lovely dog, and couldn't believe it had walked kilometers on its own and lived in the forest for so long. Wander's journey is not just a story about its strength and resilience, but also proof of the solidarity and love between humans and pets. It's a miraculous and meaningful story, demonstrating the strength and intelligence of dogs. A dog missing for 4 years unexpectedly returned to its owner. The reunion was emotional. Emma, a 41-year-old woman living in Wharton-under-Edge, Gloucestershire, England, just experienced a surprising and emotional moment reuniting with her pet dog after years of being lost. 4 years ago, Emma was heartbroken when her small dog Edith disappeared, and almost lost all hope of finding her. But recently, a call from a veterinarian changed her life. The dog they were treating could be Edith. After careful checking, Emma and the doctor confirmed it was exactly Edith. The dog the family had once lost, Emma didn't hesitate to drive to the center to meet Edith again. The close friend had lived more than 100 kilometers from her home and experienced many ups and downs over the past 4 years. It's hard to believe that Edith had lived far from home and even had a litter of puppies. Edith's return overwhelmed Emma with emotions. She said, "I couldn't believe it when I received the call saying Edith might have been found. I checked and got wonderful results. The reunion moved me immensely. I never thought I'd see Edith again. That story is like a spring breeze in people. Proof of the power of love and hope. Along with other reunion stories. Emma Rothine meeting her dog Morky again after a long period of being lost. They are evidence of miracles and human kindness. Through these stories, we see that love and solidarity can overcome all difficulties and create the most miraculous things. A dog reunited with its family after 10 years of being lost. In a very touching story, the dog Jolly went through a journey full of wit and luck. To return to his family after 10 years of wandering. Starting from Missouri, Kansas, when Jolly was just 6 years old, no one expected it would travel as far as 1,600 miles and live a completely different life, finally. On July 6, 2021, the Hayward family reunited with Jolly. The loyal companion had gone through many hardships during the decade apart. Mr. Jeremy Wade, a pilot and animal rescuer, became the guide, piecing together the missing pieces for this reunion. The perfect combination of help from Mr. Wade and Ms. Jennifer Collector, known as the Transport Queen, helped Jolly return home safely, without any cost to the Hayworth family. Mr. Wade prepared all conditions to ensure Jolly's comfort during the long hours of flight. When Jolly finally returned to the family, the atmosphere became warm and emotional. It seemed the dog had undertaken an incredibly miraculous and long journey. Mr. Deere, a participant in the journey, shared his joy on Facebook, noting the revival and happiness of seeing Jolly reunited with her family. Finally, Jolly found her way back home, where she can enjoy love and care from her relatives. Jolly's journey became a symbol of the power of love and loyalty, as she finally returned to the place she calls home. Recently, a touching clip of a lost dog for 6 years suddenly finding its way home has stirred the online community, according to the owner's sharing. But there were no results. Unexpectedly, after 6 years, it has now found its way home. Even I couldn't believe I would see it again. The clip quickly went viral online after being posted, and attracted attention from the online community. Many empathetic comments from viewers expressed admiration and encouragement for the owner and the dog. One person expressed admiration for the dog's patience and love, as it went through many events over 6 years. Some speculated whether the dog was taken care of by someone while lost, but ultimately, it still decided to return to its owner. There were also personal shares about dogs being lost and having to pay ransom, expressing empathy and sharing with the owner. Anyway, the story of the white dog going through many events over 6 years of being lost, then finally finding its way home, moved the online community and filled them with hope. That's proof of the emotional strength and loyalty of dogs to their owners, ISN. The dog traveled nearly 5,000 kilometers through 2 conflict zones to reunite with his owner. In the life of former British soldier Sean Layler, the dog Barrier was not only a friend but also a great source of encouragement, helping him overcome negative emotions after the war. The journey to bring Barrier to the UK touched many hearts, and is a very moving story. After a long time participating in conflicts in Afghanistan and Syria, Sean Layler became a bomb disposal expert. In February 2018, during a bomb disposal mission in Syria, he discovered a poor puppy under the rubble of a bombed school. This dog became Barrier, Sean's companion in difficult times. Barrier was not just a pet but also Sean's special companion. Barrier was always by his side from waking up, going to work, to even driving. This relationship helped Sean temporarily forget post-war obsessions and stress, helping him overcome post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. However, when Sean returned to the UK in April 2018, he had to part with Barrier as he couldn't bring him to the country. But the longing and love for Barrier made Sean find every way to bring him to the UK. He received help from the War Pause organization and organized a fundraising campaign to bring Barrier back. After many efforts, Barrier was finally brought to Paris, where Sean waited and reunited with his close friend. After 7 months apart, when meeting Barrier at Charles de Gaulle Airport, Sean felt happy and joyful. It was the most wonderful moment of his life. Despite going through events and a long separation, Barrier still recognized and loved his owner. For Sean, Barrier was not just a dog, but also an important part of his life and a great source of encouragement, helping him overcome difficulties. Their relationship is proof of the strength of friendship and love between humans and animals. Dear friends, in the warm embrace of reunion, the lucky dog and its owner felt the warmth of love and the happiness of being together. The tears are not only a sign of overflowing joy, but also demonstrate the persistence and patience in the journey of searching and waiting. In these emotional moments, love has overcome all difficulties, and a sustainable happy future awaits them, doesn't it? What do you think about this? Have you ever lost your beloved dog? Please leave your opinion in the comment section and don't forget to give Enigmatic Echoes a like. Subscribe to the Enigmatic Echoes channel so you don't miss other interesting. And now, goodbye and see you again. Subscribe to the Guillermo channel so you don't miss